here in the matter of the State of Ohio versus Melissa Jenkins. This is case 26 CR 113. Ms. Jenkins is present in court. She's accompanied by her attorney, Mr. James Matthews. She was last before the court on April 30th, where she entered a plea of guilty to possession of heroin, felony of the 4th degree, and an OBI misdemeanor of the 1st degree as a first offense. At the time of the plea, the court ordered a pre-sentence investigation report, along with a drug and alcohol evaluation. Those having been accomplished and delivered, we are here today for sentencing.
All right, Mr. Matthews.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's a pleasure, actually, to have read Ms. Jenkins' pre-sentence report, to see the progress that she's made, the seriousness with which she has addressed her issue. She has completed the, residential portion of treatment at Square One. She entered that program on February 27th of this year. She's currently in the sober living phase of treatment and anticipates being there for the next 4 to 6 months. By all accounts, from her counselors at Square One, everything that I have been presented with, everything that I've seen, she's doing extraordinarily well, and we would like to see a sentence fashioned that would allow her to continue in the direction that she is currently going. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Jenkins, what do you want to tell me before I impose sentence?
That I would love to stay at Square One. It's been a blessing to be able to be there. I've really learned a lot, and I'm thankful for all of it. Thank you, Your Honor.
Why did you go to Square One?
Because I knew I needed some help. I couldn't do it on my own.
All right, but why Square One? What led you there?
Because my son-in-law had went through treatment there, and he did so great, and I've heard wonderful things about their program.
Okay, when did you go there?
February 27th of 2026.
And tell me about the program itself.
It's great. I get up every morning, we do our chores, we make our bed, we go into IOP class. I finished PHP. We have case management. We get to talk to our counselors. The doors are always open. We do community service, go to as many meetings as possible. It's really helped.
So that phase of PHP, when did that end?
April 21st of 2026.
And then what was the next thing after that?
I'm still in IOP right now.
Okay, how long does IOP last?
I do believe I have another 2 weeks or 3 weeks of that, and then I will stay in OP.
Okay. Are you at a sober living facility right now?
Yes.
Where at?
On Cleveland Avenue in Ashtabula, 4023.
How many people reside in that facility?
Right now there's just 2. There's still 2 open beds.
Okay. How long have you been there?
I've been in sober living since March 25th, but I just moved across the street 2 weeks ago.
And how long do you anticipate remaining in that facility?
4 to 6, at least 6 months.
Okay. What's the daily activity when you're there?
When I'm
at sober living?
Lately I've been working on my step work and my NA books with my sponsor. We clean, we cook, go to meetings.
How many meetings do you go to?
I do attend as many as possible, usually anywhere between 6 and 9 a week.
What meetings do you go to?
I do the NA and the AA meetings.
Do you have a sponsor?
Yes, I do.
How often do you speak with your sponsor?
Every day.
What are you going to do as far as employment is concerned?
I'm going to start putting in applications at like Dollar General and Arby's are both hiring, I know. Somewhere close enough that I'll be able to walk.
What about your driver's license?
I won't be driving.
What do you have to do to get a valid? I mean, I'm going to suspend you for the OVI, but
Okay.
Beyond that, what do you have to do to get a license?
I'm actually not sure, because when I was in probation with Kimberly, it had said it was still valid, but I told her I was not driving anyways. I don't have my own vehicle or anything, so I don't drive.
Okay.
So that's why I walk everywhere.
When this offense happened, tell me about what happened.
We had went to Cleveland and picked up heroin.
Why did you go to Cleveland to pick up heroin?
To be honest, it's because it was where it was cheaper. I did a line and it was obviously too potent. And I was pulled over, thankfully, by the Ohio State Patrol. And I'm glad for that because I don't know what could have happened if not. So I'm very thankful for that, and I'm thankful that I was allowed to go into the treatment because I had been trying to stop on my own and it just was not working at all.
How long had you been using it?
10 years.
Who was with you that night?
My husband.
What's his status now? What's he doing?
He's at home. He's on the methadone program through Brightview.
What else is he doing besides methadone?
Nothing that I know of, sir.
Are you taking any medication?
I take Zoloft in the morning, 75 milligrams.
Who prescribes that?
My psychiatrist.
Is your psychiatrist out of square one or different?
It's through Signature Health now. We did have our psychiatrist at Square One, but she was just moved, so we were transferred over to Signature Health.
Do you go to any other doctors besides that doctor?
Not right now, no.
Anybody suggest to you that you should take methadone?
No. I was on it through Brightview, but when I detoxed in jail from that, when I went into Square One, they wanted to know if I needed Suboxone or the Sublocade, and I said no, I felt great, so I didn't want to even try one of those.
Okay. All right, Ms. Mulligan?
Your Honor, the state would ask the court to fashion a sentence to allow her to continue on the path that she apparently is currently traveling.
What's the mandatory fine on this OVI? $13.50?
That's the max.
That's the maximum.
Max? What's the minimum? $3.50?
$3.75.
Okay. And 1 to 3 on the license, right?
Yes.
All right, I've reviewed the pre-sentence report and the drug and alcohol evaluation. I've considered what Ms. Jenkins has said, what counsel has said. And I have considered the provisions of 29, 11, 12, and 13. On the OVI count, I'm going to sentence you to 36 days in jail with credit for 36. Impose a $375 mandatory fine. And give you a 1-year driver's license suspension that'll be retroactive to January 17th of 26. On the count 1, the possession of heroin, I'm going to put you on community control for 4 years, 36 days in jail with credit for 36. You're to have no drugs, no illicit drugs or alcohol, and you'll be screened. You're to continue and complete your treatment at Square One and follow their recommendations. You're to remain in sober living in total for a minimum of at least 6 months. You're to attend at least 5 AA or NA meetings a week and maintain a sponsor. at the appropriate time, obtain and maintain full employment, get a valid driver's license, which you're not eligible for until next January, but I want you to figure out with your probation officer what the impediments are and what you have to do, and get on your way to do that. You may not envision driving anytime in the future, but I want you to get your license, because at some point you will be, okay? You're to have, until further notice, no contact with Harry Jenkins. You're to go to only one doctor, one dentist, and one pharmacy for prescription medication. If you need to go to another doctor for any other reason, you're to inform your probation officer, and you'll be allowed to do that. We just want to know where you're going and who you're seeing. You're to take your medication as is prescribed, sign releases for probation, and you'll pay the costs and supervision fees involved with this case. Ms. Randallson, any other terms?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Jenkins, do you understand the terms of your community control?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, if you don't comply, then the state will file a motion to terminate your community control, and if I find you violated, there's a potential of 18 months in prison. You understand that? All right, is there anything else? Ms. Mulligan?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Matthews, anything else?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, we're adjourned.
Thank you very much.
All rise.